Love and light to you all. Good morning. I wanted to do this quick video to share my womb goddess experience with you. I'm actually on my way to the office this morning, but I feel so incredibly just free and beautiful and spiritually full that I just want to share my experience with you. Now, I am in my new moon, which is the first few days of my cycle, of my menses, of my period. In the first couple of days, three days of your cycle, you are it's a great time to release, and it's a great time to set some intentions. And I have noticed that I have really been releasing some memories that's been locked in my womb, some childhood memories related to boys and men, and I'm so blessed to be able to do this. And I literally counted them because it was about 5 memories, and as I was releasing this process, say for example a memory will come, and I would sit with that memory for a minute. I would illuminate that memory. I wouldn't tuck it back down, but I just honored my womb, because our womb has our womb is basically a spiritual body in its own. It has consciousness. So if this is coming up and this is rising up from the consciousness of my womb, I need to take heed to that, because it's time to heal that. It's time to release that memory and that person. So what I would do is when the memory come up, I would illuminate it. I would say, what is the underlying feeling that? Did I feel rejected? What was it there that made me feel that way? Some of these memories was just like from elementary school, just being a little girl, the inadequacy of those times, or young adult teenage years where, I just felt like some type of way. Okay. So once I received that, that memory came up, I paused, and I sat with that. I evaluated it. I assessed that, because remember, my assessment and your assessment of yourself, your evaluation of yourself is not who you are, and that's been my mantra throughout this process. My evaluation of myself is not who I am, glory to God for that, so I would sit with it, and then I would go ahead and I'll release it in meditation. And what I had a couple ways I have been able to release, or some people say cutting a cord, cutting that cosmic cord, is I would take that memory, I see that memory, and then I would actually imagine gold dust, like dust, okay, sparkles, gold light, just melting that memory away. It's just coming down right over that memory and just dissolving that memory. And after it dissolved that whole memory, I blew it to the universe, and I freed myself. And actually this works for me, and hopefully it will work for you. And I literally felt it in my body, like a physical reaction, like a coughing and a jerking in my body, where I released that physically. I felt that in my spirit. I felt that in my physical body, where I released it, like it was a clearing out even in my physical body. Another way that I have cut cosmic cords or ties with the memory and also that individual, because listen, when you free yourself, you are also freeing that person who's been tied to you for X amount of years. Imagine this little boy been tied to me, grown man now, been tied to me, for all these years. So I'm releasing that person too, okay? So another way that I imagine is a gold scissors. And I'm cutting that, and I'm releasing that as well. So whatever you feel called to, when you release it, just that is it. It is done. You have released that just away from you, and believe that and walk in that. So I want to share that with you. I feel so free right now. I have 5 memories that I have just released during my new moon, and I don't know what to do with myself. I feel so incredibly creative. So that's the other thing I want to share with you. Now that I have cleared out, I have got some of that junk out of my womb, out of my spirit, out of my spiritual body. I'm like, what am I going to do with this energy? I need to create something. I have so much creative energy right now, because I done cleared the way for me to be able to create. So one way that I create is through these videos. Okay, I love it. I love talking to you all and sharing my experience, but I'm like so ready to pump. I'm like, what am I going to do with this creative energy? So I just want to encourage you all, when we clear out and we declutter our spiritual self, I'm going through a spiritual detox overall, but also using the energy of my cycle and working with my cycle. Okay, so it's a truck, it's a truck in the background. It's early, y'all. Let me get to my office, but I just wanted to share with you all on where I was at in terms of healing, cutting cords, releasing people, releasing those memories, and how when you make space, you have creative power. So God bless you. I love each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and that you know, that you will continue on in your path and heal your womb and heal your spiritual self, and do that for yourself, because I am doing it for me, and I know if I could do it, you could do it. Thank you again for witnessing me. God bless.